his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Falcons and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn on this final day of New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boom. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024.
And I'll be one of those, trying to get it going in January, trying to get my physical fitness on. But first, we've got a game to get on here. Two teams trying to finish strong before they turn the calendar. And on the flight home, I'll be finalizing my resolution list as well.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Well, a first carry here for Robinson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Looking to throw it here. Ridder. He finds Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Option left, and Ridder keeps it. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Green, black one, yellow, one, switch, yellow.
Ridder will set up to throw it. And complete to Drake London. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ridder throwing on 3rd down. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You look at this Bears defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Ridder to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone, A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles Justin Fields.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Herbert powering up the middle. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Off play action. Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw, Ritter. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 36-yard line.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
3rd and 5.
Yellow, 1, quick, yellow, check white.
Ritter now. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Ritter back to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Here's Ritter. Outright caught by Chosen.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's going to bring up the 4th down. He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Going play action. Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 10.
Ready, set.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Set, go.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Foreman. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
The tackle by Jeff Okuda brings up 3rd down.
Foreman will try to pick it up. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Bears at 5-10 now on the year. Well, they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Looking deep here from Mooney. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyler Scott, 58 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. To return is Taylor. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On first down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Second and 2 at the Falcons' 36-yard line.
Now it's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Herbert.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Back to throw, Fields. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
26-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right,
We'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Second down, they go back to Herbert.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Good.
And here we go on 4th down, Fields.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Off and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive in the third quarter.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Ritter to throw it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
DeMarcus Walker. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Well, plenty of distance there as he banks it in.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing. And bang that one through.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly...
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball. And we just saw there that that's difficult to do.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The slot man in motion right.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Take it in at the 22. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, it's Robinson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Back to throw, Ritter.
That's complete to Robinson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Here we go. Here we go. Set, cut. Set, cut.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
The 71 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
1st down, here's Ritter.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
3rd and short, Ritter
forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ritter.
14 yards.
And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make this last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And next time, Brandon, I think he might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Here's a give to Herbert. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. On the option left is Fields. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Go.
A handoff for Herbert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Herbert trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Here we go.
Fields going to hold on to it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now Ritter and the Falcons down 27-24. A minute 54 on the clock.
Here we go.
And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Ready?
Here's Ritter. That's into the hands of Chosen.
It's a gain of 6.
Ritter. That ball caught. It's chosen.
They can't tackle it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Wide open receiver complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So the focus now shifts to the Bears, trailing by 4. A little under 40 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. We good. Go.
Here's Fields.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
That'll be caught. It's Scott.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All eyes on Fields.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Santos with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Ritter. Pass complete to Robinson.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
A final shot now for Ritter. Well, for Kyle Pitts again, he's got him again.
And the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go, and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and it's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game.
If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So the completion good for 6 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, here's Ritter.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Andrew Billings in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taylor now returning it.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now, what can Fields do here in overtime? Well, this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? That can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Chris Barnes providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact, but that time they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in a tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
Ritter wants to throw it.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now Ritter. Right to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And here's Taylor on the return.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Fields throw complete there to Moore.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it, that field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.